Ahead of the Taxi Lekgotla Public discourse platform, government is looking to formalize the taxi industry by converting taxi businesses into corporate entities in ensuring compliance with the country's tax and labor laws. The taxi industry is estimated to have an annual turnover of more than 16.5 billion rands and employs close to 600,000 people across South Africa. Government hopes that the discourse will help reimagine the taxi industry.
Before we can go to the National Taxi Lekgotla at the end of this year, it's important for us to hear from a wide array of stakeholders on what they envisage the taxi industry of the future will look like. When you close your eyes as a South African and try and imagine getting onto a taxi and the experience that you would like, that's what we want to discuss. So we're hearing from labor, we're hearing from business, we're hearing from civil society groups, we're hearing from academia, we're hearing from industry players themselves as well as government on the ideas that they have on how to sustain the taxi industry, how to scale it, how to make sure that it benefits all South Africans, including women. We're talking about issues of empowerment here. You know, how do we empower those who are active participants in this taxi industry? Is it a bank? Is it a manufacturing plant where they manufacture the vehicles here in South Africa? We're having those kinds of conversations. When we speak about women, we talk about issues of gender-based violence and how the taxi industry can play its part in mitigating the scourge that we're seeing as a country. We can even speak about those who are differently abled in our country and whether or not they're able to be accommodated on taxis as a mode of transport.
The taxi industry says it is ready to transition towards an industry that is formalized, professional, safe and responsive.
The formalization of the taxi industry it's more than welcome by the National Taxi Alliance. The National Taxi Alliance has always been of the view that there were certain impediments that needed to be cleared for the taxi industry to be formalized. We see the future very bright with the modernization of the taxi industry. But I need to hasten to mention that it is unfortunate that tomorrow's meeting, the NTA has not been invited. And that is a cause for serious concern. If indeed we are to transform the taxi industry sector, we cannot afford to have nepotistic favoritism from the minister by inviting certain people and excluding other people.
Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula had offered the taxi industry over 1.1 billion rands in relief packages due to the coronavirus lockdown, which led to the loss of income. This was rejected by the industry, saying it was not enough. This as the taxi operators still enter into informal contracts with drivers, making it difficult for contribution and collection, such as the Unemployment Insurance Fund. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.